What if the moment your pet realizes you're gone is their first brush with death? What if elephants gathering around a motionless body aren't just confused, but actually mourning? What if crows remember every single dead crow they've ever seen and mark that place as a warning to others? Here's what gets strange. We have no idea if these animals truly understand that death is permanent, that it will come for them too, or if they're just reacting to something their brains can't quite process. Throughout history, humans have asked this question in different ways. We watch our pets and wonder. We see wild animals behave strangely around death, and we search for meaning. But the real mystery isn't just what animals feel. It's whether they know, deep down, what we all eventually know, that death doesn't just happen to others. Let's start with what understanding death even means. It's not just one thing. Understanding death could mean recognizing that a body no longer moves or breathes. It could mean knowing that a living creature won't come back, that their absence is permanent. It could mean grasping that death happens to all living things, that it's part of life itself. And then there's the deepest level, knowing that death will come for you too, that you are not immune, that your own time will run out. Scientists have no clear answer about which of these animals actually achieve. Elephants first. Elephants are the animal we point to most often when we talk about animal grief. Researchers have documented thousands of cases where elephants approach the bodies of dead elephants, sometimes for hours. They touch the bones with their trunks. They stand completely still. They return to the same spot days later. Some elephants have been observed gently moving a dead calf with their feet or standing over a body as if keeping watch. Is this grief? Or are they trying to wake something that won't wake? The bones of dead elephants seem to fascinate them in a way other objects don't. But scientists still debate what this behavior truly means. Then there are crows. Crows might be the most startling example. A dead crow doesn't just disappear. Other crows notice it. They call out in alarm. They gather near the body. And here's the remarkable part. Crows seem to remember where that dead crow was found. For months afterward, crows will avoid that area or approach it with extreme caution. They may scold and warn other crows away. It's almost like they're teaching each other that this place is dangerous. Some researchers believe crows are warning their family members. But do they understand what death is? Or do they just understand that danger lives there now? Chimpanzees show us something different. When a member of a chimpanzee group dies, the others sometimes display unusual behavior. They've been seen staring at the body for long periods. Some become aggressive. Some grow quiet and withdrawn, almost depressed. A few have even tried to groom a dead body or move it gently. Scientists have noted that chimpanzees seem to treat death differently than they treat sleep. They understand the difference. But what they understand about the finality of it remains unclear. Dolphins and whales add another layer. Mothers have been documented staying near the bodies of their dead calves for days, sometimes weeks. They push the body as if trying to revive it. They seem reluctant to leave. Whale researchers have noted that some mothers eventually abandon the body and return to their pods, as if finally accepting what has happened. Is the mother hoping for resurrection? Is she grieving? Is she confused by her own grief? The behavior is heartbreaking to watch, but the inner experience remains invisible to us. Dogs. We know dogs. We live with them. And when a dog's companion, whether human or another dog, dies, the change is visible. The dog may search the house, whining. They may refuse to eat. They may sleep in the place where their friend used to sleep. Some dogs seem to grieve for weeks. Any pet owner has seen this. But here's where it gets complicated. Dogs might simply be reacting to a change in routine, to the absence of familiar sounds and smells and interactions. That's not the same as understanding that death has taken someone forever. Or is it? This is where scientists have to be honest. We don't know for sure. Grieving behavior and understanding death might be two different things. A dog might grieve the loss of a routine without understanding death. An elephant might be fascinated by bones without truly comprehending mortality. A crow might remember danger without knowledge of what caused it. These behaviors are real. They matter. But they don't necessarily prove what's happening inside the animal's mind. Here's what makes this question even harder. We can barely prove that other humans truly understand their own death. We claim to understand it. We talk about it. But in our bones, in our everyday choices, we often act as if we're immortal. We might not truly grasp our own mortality until it arrives. So how could we expect an animal, with a different brain and different language, to hold that knowledge? Some scientists study animals who avoid danger in ways that suggest they understand mortality. A young animal learns from watching an adult die. Other animals avoid situations their species has learned, over generations, are fatal. But is that understanding of death, or is that instinct? Evolution could have wired animals to avoid death without them ever consciously knowing what death is. Yet the evidence also points to something real. The behaviors are too specific, too sustained, too varied to be explained by simple instinct alone. Elephants don't touch every object. They touch bones. They remember specific elephants. Crows don't fear all places equally. They fear the places where death occurred. Chimpanzees don't react the same way to death as they do to sleep. Something in their minds seems to register that death is fundamentally different. But here's the honest answer, and it matters. Some animals clearly understand when another animal is dead. Some animals appear to feel genuine loss. Some animals may even grasp that death is permanent and irreversible. What we have almost no evidence for is animals thinking about their own future death. Animals don't make plans based on knowing they will die. They don't create meaning to outlast themselves. They don't ask themselves why they exist if they will eventually not exist. That seems to be uniquely human. Or maybe that's just what we tell ourselves because it makes us feel special. The real possibility, the one that changes everything, is this. Maybe animals don't need to think about their own death to understand it. Maybe they feel it. Maybe they know, on a level deeper than thought, that loss is permanent. Maybe when an elephant stands silent over a dead member of her herd, she doesn't need to understand mortality the way a philosopher does. She needs only to feel that someone is gone forever, and that forever is a weight she will carry. Maybe the question isn't whether animals understand death exactly like humans do. Maybe it's whether they feel the weight of loss deeply enough that it means something. And if they do, if that grief is real and present in their minds, then perhaps we've been asking the wrong question all along. Perhaps what matters isn't whether they can articulate understanding. It's whether they suffer it. The next time you see an animal that has lost something, you won't know what's happening inside, but you'll know something is. And that knowing changes everything about how we see the creatures we share this world with. So here's what I want to know. Do you think animals truly understand death? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. And if this video made you question everything you thought you knew about animal minds, hit that like button and subscribe for more mysteries that will keep you thinking long after the video ends. Thanks for watching.